Hello and welcome to Forza Racing Leagues and the World Endurance Championship Drivers Briefing for the Sebring International Raceway meeting. First off, we'll be starting from the start-finish line, so we'll be using the back straight here to get into the correct order, side by side in rows with 30 feet between each row. During racing we'll be looking to keep the cars to the right of the white line just there, but you can use the full width of the track on exit. So to start the race we'll be approaching the start finish line here at 50 miles per hour. Once you cross the checkered line there we can then start racing, and as we go into turn 1 we'll be using the full width of the track up to the wall on the inside there, and the full width of the curbs on exit. All around the circuit the track limits are fairly self-explanatory. One or two sort of grey areas that we'll be going over as we take a tour around the Sebring International Raceway circuit. General rule of thumb would be to use the white lines as a guideline, as outlined on the Forza Racing League's forums, and where there are curbs, the full width of the curb. Into the hairpin here, we'll be using the curb on the inside. That's about as much as you'll get away with. Full width of the curb on the exit as well. In the instance that cars are going side by side, there will be a bit of leeway given, provided there's no advantage taken when going side by side. And as we continue to go to the back section of the track here, we have grass each side of the circuit, so obviously extending the track is not going to gain too much of an advantage, but we would still advise against it. Again, using the full width of the curbs on entry, apex and exit is completely fine, but do not extend beyond that. Moving into the final section of the track, there's a lot more runoff area to play with. Again, same rules apply, so we're going to be using the full width of the curbs, but nothing more. Obviously again, going side by side with cars, or if you're trying to avoid a collision, then there will be a bit of leeway given. Coming down the back straight now, we're going to be demonstrating the pit entry as we're going around the last corner in a wee second. Bear in mind we may be in different parties from the people we're racing around, so it's important to try and position your car clearly. In this instance we've hugged the inside of the corner, and make sure we're over into the pit entry before the solid line. On pit exit now, we're going to keep to the right of the solid line and filter in after the line terminates. And this concludes the driver briefing for the Sebring International Raceway round of the World Endurance Championship.